to the Armory following the women's game where the Carroll College Saints did manage to defeat the Mystics by 3. Mystics are now 1-1 in the conference. And this one, Carroll is a fantastic basketball team. They're 3-1 with a 2-0 record in the Frontier Conference. Their only loss came to the #1 ranked College of Idaho. Bismarck State, on the other hand, is coming off of a loss to Rocky Mountain, in which they had a disastrous first half, being outscored 52-17 before rebounding to score 41 compared to Rocky Mountain's 47 in the second. So they did show some encouraging signs as the game went on, but the Mystics really need to get off to a hotter start in order to compete with Carroll, who defeated Rocky Mountain quite recently and then just beat Dickinson State yesterday.
Yeah, Carroll College men coming in 2-1 overall, 1-0 in the conference. Lost early in the season. Obviously, it's already early in the season, so pretty recent still. A loss to #1 ranked College of Idaho, 92-63. But they also beat Rocky Mountain, who the Mystics saw last night, 76-74. Some names to look for. Top scorers for Carroll College. Isaiah Crane at 21 points per game, shooting 63% from the field and 50% from 3, along with Kellen Harrison, who's averaging 16 points a game. Kellen Harrison also their top rebounder at 5 rebounds per game. So a few names to look for in this game tonight.
Bismarck State College, Dan Lingay, and the rest of the Bismarck State family, we would like to welcome you to tonight's basketball game. Bismarck State College welcomes all student athletes, officials, and spectators to tonight's contest. As a member of the NAIA and the Frontier Conference, we are committed to the true spirit of competition and being champions of character, demonstrated through 5 core character values, which are respect, integrity, responsibility, servant leadership, and sportsmanship. We ask everyone in attendance today to abide by these values and create a positive environment in which our student athletes may compete, our officials may work, and you, the spectator, may enjoy. Your officials for today's game are Jordan Kleingen, Jason West, and Brent Weber. The Mystics would like to thank Sanford Orthopedics and Sports Medicine for providing sports medicine coverage for tonight's match. With us tonight is athletic trainer Andrew Lallum. Thank you, Sanford Orthopedics and Sports Medicine. And now it's time for your starting lineups. First, for the Saints, starting at a guard, 6-foot-tall redshirt sophomore from Portland, Oregon, #1, Isaiah Crane. At a guard, 6-foot-tall senior from Winnipeg, Manitoba, #2, Lawrence Dela Cruz. At a guard, 6-foot-tall sophomore from Bozeman, Montana, #14, Kellen Harrison. And at a forward, 6'7" freshman from Spokane, Washington, #22, Nate Christie. And a guard, 6'4" sophomore from Northampton, England, #24, Isaac Round. Head coach for the Fighting Saints is Dan Pearson, assisted by Brad Schmidt, Mark Lenneman, and Jay Jurgens. And now, make some noise for your Bismarck State College Mystics! Your starters are, at a forward, 6'7" junior from Bismarck, North Dakota, #0, William Ware. At a guard, 6'1" sophomore from Pittsburgh, PA, #1, Wesley. At a guard, 6'3" junior from Upper Marlboro, Maryland, #5, Alex Sturz. At a guard, 6'3" junior from Belcourt, North Dakota, #14, Tristan Davis. At a forward, 6'6" junior from Belcourt, North Dakota, #15, Houston Davis. Bismarck State College head coach is Kevin Rice. and he is assisted by Andrew Duncan.
We are about ready to tip things off. Big players to keep an eye on. Kyler was talking before the break. Isaiah Crane, the leading scorer for Carroll, averages around 20 points a game. On the other end, Houston Davis has 22.4 points per game. Even in that tough contest last night, he did manage to score 17, leading the Mystics.
The Saints will start off with the ball here. I would imagine Isaiah Crane likely has a lot to do with the facilitating of this offense. We'll see 6'4" Isaac Round at the top of the key with the ball early already.
Similar to the women's team, Carroll in the press early. But as you see off of that turnover, the Mystics clapping, trying to get the crowd into it right away, just knowing from last game how important a quick start is after they kind of got shocked by Rocky Mountain.
Houston Davis trying to find something down low, has met with multiple defenders. And there you have it. Houston Davis going to get to the line early in this one. A good sight to see if you're a Mystic fan.
That is his first. Houston Davis at the line.
Houston Davis leading the Mystics in points and rebounds per game.
Shoots the free throw at 78%. Can do it all. Shoot the free throw, shoot the three. He's got a 579 three-point percentage and a 543 field goal percentage.
Once
Really
again, he is
breaking out as the star of this Mystics team.
Once again, Houston is a 6'6" junior, but we're talking 6'6" as a tight end on the football team here. Once this football program gets rolling, he's a put-together dude, and he uses that size in everything he does.
Yeah, because you see on that last possession in the middle of three guys still coming away with that rebound in a crowd.
Number 2, Lawrence De La Cruz, a 6-foot senior from Winnipeg, Manitoba, gets to the bucket for the Saints. Avery Wesley gets the basket for 2, and it's good to see him being aggressive early, getting down low for a bucket. Nate Christie, a 6'7" freshman down low, trying to find something.
See this great effort from Kellen Harrison coming in on the baseline. No one boxes him out, draws the foul. Good hustle from Kellen Harrison.
Number 2, De La Cruz gets to the basket. We'll see again, Mystics, as they get into this new conference, new division, new level of basketball, the size difference. We have some 6'7", 6'4", 6'6" guys down low, along with plenty of physicality. Something that the Mystics are have to deal with early on. And Houston Davis gets going from the three-point line. Again, another good sign to see early on for Mystics fans. A nice back cut for Kellen Harrison, a 6-foot sophomore from Bozeman, Montana, gets to the basket.
Harrison likes that baseline, making plays on defense and offense early, just flying all over the place.
It's one thing we've seen a lot early on here in this basketball season, a lot of back cuts, not a ton of success with them as they're probably very well scouted and predictable, but that one very well drawn up for the Saints. Mystics unable to finish on that possession, and here come the Saints. Isaiah Crane hits nothing but backboard on that one. Mystics swinging around the top. Some top screens. Tristan Davis gets to the bucket. A little right hook off the glass, and he'll go to the line for a chance at a three-point play. So from Houston Davis to Tristan Davis, the Davis boys getting going early here.
Tristan Davis so good off the dribble, finds the cut and draws a foul on Isaiah Crane, their leading scorer of Carroll. Let's see if they attack him, try and get that second foul.
The crew is bringing the ball up. Kicks it out to Harrison. Off the rim, and Houston Davis with a nice rebound. Proctor up with the ball. Again, kind of some similar motion action from the Mystics. Sniffed out by the Saints defense. Got a few inches off of Proctor there. Pulls up for a jumper, unable to hit over the massive Nate Christie. Crane with the offensive rebound and pays it off with a bucket. 1 point game here early on in the first half. Century High School product, William Ware, getting some action here offensively. Get a lot of cross screens, back cuts for this. They've run the same set a few times here early on. Now Houston Davis trying to create something. Some good ball rotation, finds an open three for Proctor, but unable to finish it. Cross pass. Again, interesting to see a 6'4" guy handling the ball at the top of the key. Again, another three-pointer in and out in this ball game. Both teams struggling. Carroll 0 of 4, Mystics 1 of 3 from 3, and Jinx. There it is.
For Wesley.
It's a great look for Wesley. He can shoot the three, and he'll take it anytime he's open. The Mystics making some good ball movement to open up that side of the court. A few good looks. That one falls. They're figuring this defense out a little bit, off to an early lead, which is big, as in the most recent matchup for Carroll, they had a huge first half, and the Mystics had a rough first half against Rocky Mountain. So it's a crucial time for them to feel out the defense, play with some intensity.
Radenick will check in from the Mystics, but we'll go to a timeout. 14:34 in this first half. Mystics lead the Saints by 1.
Bismarck State College, North Dakota's polytechnic institution, leads the way in hands-on learning to get you workforce ready. Cybersecurity is one of the world's most in-demand and high-paying career opportunities. BSC offers stackable industry certificates, associate degree or Bachelor of Applied Science degree options, driven to get you workforce ready. Flexible and affordable class schedules are available in person or online. Enroll today and do what takes you further. Bismarck State College. Let's do this.
Coach Kevin Rice, the Dakota Wizards legend, is the coach of the Mystics, looking on, trying to lead his team to their first Frontier Conference victory, their first season in the NAIA, facing tough competition, and a turnover.
Nice look there for Houston, but pass is cut off. Isaiah Crane comes back with it, but just unable to handle the ball all the way to the basket, and yet another turnover. Saints coming out with the full court press that's clearly working as that ball sails out of bounds and will go back to Carroll College. BSC certainly looking caught off guard there by a wild pass that sails over the midcourt desk. Carroll took some of their size out. Crane lets one go from 3, unable to connect. William Ware up, creates kind of a difficult shot and gets enough contact to find himself at the free throw line.
Falls on the Saints, number 14.
William Ware, 6'7" junior from Bismarck, North Dakota, a Darren Mattern product of the Century Patriots. Looks like Darren Mattern is in attendance looking on as high school basketball in the area will start kicking up here. The absolute basketball factory that is the Darren Mattern-led Century Patriots here in Bismarck. William Ware hits.
Number 33, Carter Zeller, checks in for the Mystics.
Into the game, Carter Zeller, 6'7" sophomore from Fargo, North Dakota, former Fargo North Spartan. Checks in for the Mystics, gives them a little bit of size. Once again, Zeller not just 6'7", but a pretty put together guy that will give you some physicality down low and some rebounding presence.
So far, De La Cruz having his way in the lanes. That time, nice defense by Avery Wesley, nearly getting that deflection and the ball for BSC.
These 3 balls just not falling. BSC does have one, but Carroll now 0 for 5 from 3-point range, and I can't say a lot of them have been close.
Yeah, BSC's playing tough defense, making them uncomfortable on those looks.
Houston takes one dribble and takes a really tough long 2, unable to connect, and backstorm the Saints. Number 10, Drew Jones, passes up the 3-pointer, makes his way to the basket for a bucket. Drew Jones, 6'2" freshman from Washington. I want to say Puyallup is the name, but definitely could be incorrect there in pronunciation. Again, Mystics swinging it around, trying to find something as Zeller comes up for the screen. Rodenicki trying to find something, picks up some contact into a foul.
Falls on the Saints, number 33, Gross. His first.
Not the foul you want to give as Carroll. They're playing tough defense. The Mystics weren't getting anything going offensively, and they're kind of bail them out. They have a new shot clock to run a new play.
Number 3, Josiah Quaresma into the game for the Saints. Again, Zeller kind of in a unfamiliar spot at the top of the key. Davis unable to hit, and back again, storm the Saints. Drew Jones off from 3, and the Saints' 3-point struggles continue.
Tristan Davis trying to corral that one before it went out of bounds for the fast break. But his toe hit the line.
Saints swinging around the top of the key. Imagine this size can probably create some post-up play as Aiden McGarvin down low is begging for the ball.
Falls on the Mystics, number 1, Wesley.
Wesley picks up a foul here, and the ball will stay with the Saints under the basket. So far, this game going a whole lot different than the men's game last night. Mystics making some good adjustments on both sides of the court. De La Cruz trying to find something and connects. Lawrence De La Cruz will head to the line to try to complete the 3-point play.
De La Cruz at the line.
Tough shot met with all sorts of contact, and yet still finishes the drive.
De La Cruz is a 6-foot senior out of Winnipeg, Manitoba. Brings a lot of fire and energy at that guard position.
Yeah, he definitely has some quickness to him. He's not afraid to dribble anywhere on the floor.
He averages 10 points a game, already has 7, shooting 3 of 4 from the field.
Little swipe from Quaresma.
Saints number 3, Quaresma is first.
Was an interesting call there. It looked like he almost missed the swipe, but somehow picked up the foul. The Mystics will move the ball around. Looked like Wesley's plant foot picked up a couple inches a couple times, and travel was called. Ball goes back to Carroll College. Tough one with a lot of momentum going towards the lane and just could not stop his feet from moving. Gross cannot handle the ball. Kamaya Black Jr. into the game for the Mystics. Gets the ball in transition, finds that contact, and will head to the line for some free throws. It's another guy that came in for about 4 seconds yesterday and almost led the team in scoring. Kamaya Black Jr., a 6'5" junior from Dallas, Texas, hits his first free throw. Carroll College a 1-point lead here, about midway through this first half. Unable to hit there, and De La Cruz brings it up. De La Cruz again, just twitchy, just everywhere. Quickness, ball handling.
Christie for 2.
Number 22, Nate Christie with the turnaround and finds a bucket. Christie, a 6'7" freshman from Spokane, Washington. Mystics with some post action, a beautiful dump down to Wesley. And Wesley finds the bucket on a great pass from Zeller. The Saints storm back, and Quaresma finds a nice little reverse layup. An unfortunate turnover from the Mystics. Turns into more points for the Saints. Nate Christie again for 2.
Just some sloppy play from the Mystics, leading to an easy 2 from Carroll. This press defense.
Well, this press defense, yes, has been just, it's been random at times, so I think it very much catches the Mystics off guard, and you can see it's certainly working.
Checking in for the Saints is Crane, Harrison, and Round. Proctor
Mystics just making a few back-to-back mistakes and hanging with Carroll early, but now Carroll's got a 5-point advantage. They're shooting exactly 50% from the field, have yet to make a 3, so they're making their living on the dribble penetration, running great sets, just making the Mystics work on every play.
Again, both teams combined a 1 of 11 from 3. And we will go to a media timeout with just under 10 minutes in this first half. Carroll College Fighting Saints leading the Mystics 21-16.
My name is Alexandria Dirk. I graduated from Mandan High School with 33 credits from BSc. I decided to take fast track classes to get a head start in college. I plan to go into the medical field, and I know I have a lot of schooling ahead of me, so fast track classes really prepared me for being a full-time college student. It makes your transition easier from high school to college. It's awesome. Hey, I already have my freshman year done and I just graduated. I would do it again in a heartbeat.
To find out more about fast track classes, visit bismarckstate.edu/fasttrack.
De La Cruz inbounding for the Mystics, or for the Saints rather.
De La Cruz, an absolute energy bunny for this Saints team. He's everywhere. I don't think the guy ever stops moving. A really nice back cut. Took a few tries, but Christie tips one in for two.
Carroll makes their living on the inside in their game against Dickinson State. Yesterday, they outscored them on points in the paint 44-16. That's why we see them out to a 7-point advantage even without making a three-pointer. They like to penetrate, get good looks at the rim.
Maya Black Jr. hits from three, gets the Mystics back on the scoreboard. Turnover for Carroll College. A beautiful pass up ahead to Black, who cannot finish. Great pass, tough shot. And results in another missed three from the Saints as Houston Davis pulls up. And I don't think anybody can hit a three. Houston Davis with a few really nice looks, just cannot hit.
This is wild. Still only 1-3. I guess 2 threes made, and both of them from BSC. Just absolute back and forth, fast break after fast break.
Taylor Cruz with a really nice move down low, shows off his quickness and gets to the basket for another. Rodanicki working the ball around. Again, Mystics not even really thinking about post play with some size down low. And De La Cruz pass up front. We'll capitalize for more. De La Cruz, I believe, in double digits now. De La Cruz, 5 of 6 from the field, 11 points. Their leading point scorer at the moment. It's a tough guy to keep track of.
Harrison. His second. Where Tristan Davis checked back in for the Mystics.
Kellen Harrison just a little bit overeager on that one. Now the Mystics are in the bonus, so they will be shooting 1-on-1 for the last 7.5. So I expect some driving to the bucket to draw some contact.
As we've talked about, as the Mystics get into this new conference in NAIA play, down low, we have number 5, Caden Cox at 6'7". Number 24, Isaac Round at 6'4". They also have Nate Christie at 6'7". So again, some size and physicality as BSC works into more Frontier Conference play. Another back cut, but nothing doing there for Carroll. So they swing it back the other direction. And again, some nice pick and rolls as Round gets to the bucket for a tough shot, but unable to hit. And here comes Tristan Davis. Tristan Davis with a lot of contact there.
Falls on stage number 1, Crane.
And gets the call.
His
A
second.
few bumps down low, and that will put Tristan Davis at the line. Took a few steps off the dribble, but
Tristan
enough
Davis
contact in a few different directions there to pick up the foul. Tristan Davis, a 6'3" junior from Belcourt, North Dakota, transfer from United Tribes here in Bismarck.
Davis shoots the free throw at about 65%, but good for 2 there.
Tristan will cut this lead to 4 as we go under 7 minutes here in the first half. Mystics doing a pretty nice job up in the grill of all of these Saints at the top of the key. Not much possibility to get low.
McGarvin checks back in for the Saints.
Aiden McGarvin back into the game for Carroll College. And a lot of screens up top, a lot of guys to keep track of. Proctor thought he had to steal, and the ball just didn't go the way, literally, he wanted it to. And the ball will go back to Carroll.
Yeah, that was a heads-up play. Swatting that pass, just couldn't keep it in bounds.
So much motion from this Carroll College team. So many guys to keep track of and so fast. As the shot clock winds down, Harrison unable to connect. Proctor with a nice dive, finds Tristan Davis, but size meets size. William Ware able to clean it up. And the local Bismarck kid gets in the scorebook.
William Ware playing some nice basketball so far in this first half. He's got 4 points, also playing some excellent defense on the other end.
Another nice find down low for Ware. And William Ware.
Basket's good for William Ware.
Ware and Zeller down low are just kind of trying to figure out how to get the ball in the net.
Just a good old pass off the backboard. And he was fired up after that and one. We'll be back after this timeout.
30-second timeout.
You know that kid? The builder, the explorer, the doer. So do we. We're training doers to make money, making instruments and controls work. The National Energy Center of Excellence at BSC. Doers wanted.
We've got a knotted up score, 27-27, just under 6 remaining. William Ware at the line, so far tied with Avery Wesley for the team lead at 6 points.
Again, William Ware, a local Bismarck kid out of Century High School, and is able to finish the three-point play. So very nice offensive showing from William Ware there. Again, Carroll College still does not have a three-pointer tonight. 0 for 10 from 3, but as you notice from all the other field statistics and score, they've found points elsewhere. And William Ware and Proctor making a nice defensive play down low.
Mystics have really stiffened up defensively since the game against Rocky Mountain.
And the three-point struggles continue. The only unfortunate part is Carroll's found points elsewhere. Usually if you're 0 for 11 from 3 to start a game, it's probably not going very well.
Yeah, they're only down 1. The paint's where they live, but BSC's in it because they've been playing good D on the 3 ball, but even those open looks haven't been falling.
De La Cruz is up in Proctor's face. Dude's got a motor on him. Some nice swinging. Proctor kind of gets away with an elbow there. Tristan Davis from 3, unable to connect, but Zeller down low cleans up the mess and gets on the board. Zeller and Ware. Some nice offensive showings.
De La Cruz got elbowed a bit on that move to the bucket, so a brief timeout, make sure he's okay. He's getting looked at by the trainers. And is heading to, nope, he's standing. So Proctor just rotating that ball, clips De La Cruz a bit. They play on, and Carter Zeller with a nice putback layup.
Coach Pearson of Carroll College not happy about the no call, but I mean, got hit in the nose, so probably didn't feel very good. I don't know. Definitely could be a foul. Couldn't. It's up to the officials. I understand Coach Pearson's frustration, but not a whole lot for the officials do at this point.
Coach Pearson is in his second season with the Saints. He has a 15-15 overall record, still trying to figure out this program's identity under his leadership. But they have a fantastic team with a lot of talent. Got a few 6'7" players, 6'8" Karen Sahin at 6'8", their tallest player. Can get it done inside. So far, this team really likes to spread the ball around. 5 of their players in last night's matchup against Dickinson State scored 10+ points. Crane, Christie, Kellen, De La Cruz, and Jones all hit over 10. They're spreading the ball around, finding the open shooter. That's worked out for them well, as their only loss coming to the #1 team in the nation.
De La Cruz will take a seat on the bench as he's trying to figure out his nosebleed, so that could definitely affect the energy level that this team plays with for the time being. A fine down low, back into Christie, and Christie hits for 2. Again, that 6'7" size for Christie, paying its dues against this Mystics team.
Christie now has 8 points. He's feeding on the inside of that glass.
Coming from my teacher perspective, it's great to sit next to a person, be able to say 6'7", and you don't lose your mind about it.
Yeah, it is nice.
For 2.
Used to a bunch of 4th graders just going crazy.
Yeah, I've seen clips online of basketball games with young kids in attendance. They go crazy.
Carroll looking for something, a hesitation pump fake from Harrison, and here come the Mystics in transition.
Nice recovery by Crane.
Crane, a guy we haven't heard a whole lot from tonight. It's been a lot of action from De La Cruz and some of their size. Crane, based on statistics, should be showing up a lot, and we have not seen a lot from him. William Ware from 3, and hits.
3 for Ware.
William Ware not afraid to pull the trigger. He loves the 3 ball.
Basket's good. We do have a foul on the Mystics, number 33, Zeller.
Three-pointer is good, but a foul on Zeller. Interesting chain of events there. And nonetheless, here come the Fighting Saints. Interesting to see 6'4" Isaac Round bringing the ball up. Gets it down to Christie for another basket. Size meets size.
And Christie using all of that 6'7" frame to just elevate and get really good looks close to the basket. He's only missed 1 shot so far in this game. He's just shooting with incredible efficiency.
Proctor's gotten to a lot of really good spots tonight, and there's a great example of him creating his own shot off the glass and finds another bucket. Good for Proctor. Another basket for Christie, who I believe just passed De La Cruz in the stats categories. Christie with 12. As De La Cruz still seated on that bench trying to take care of that nosebleed.
Falls on the Saints, number 24, Round. His first.
William Ware, not the guy you want to see at the line. If you're a Carroll fan, he's been lights out, 3 of 3 from the line, 10 points overall. He's had the hot hand.
Announcer jinx. There it is again.
De La Cruz checks in.
Stay quiet for a couple seconds, Isaiah.
Actually,
let the world play itself out.
He's had the cold hand.
There you go.
Okay, we found the,
I think you heard
the system.
Houston Davis checks in for the Mystics.
You took that personally, as Michael Jordan would say.
You know, some people respond better to negative feedback, some to positive reinforcements. So I guess I just got to figure it out as the announcer.
Isaiah Crane, ball handling once again, but Wesley had other ideas. Good defense by Wesley, which of course is likely required on a guy like Isaiah Crane, who does a lot for the Saints offense.
Proctor on De La Cruz. And there, Wesley gets the steal.
Can Proctor finish here? He can.
Proctor for 2.
Proctor goes right at De La Cruz, and it pays off for 2. Crane showing his shiftiness, but unable to finish on that one. Gets his own rebound, kicks it out, and the 3-point struggles for Carroll continue. And now I have a jinx. Let's see how it feels now. Kellen Harrison, 4-3 for the Saints as they get in the 3-point column.
Took 13 tries, but they buried
13.
it.
Wesley gets to a good spot. Again, unable to finish. And here comes Crane. The kick out, you've got to be kidding me. Oh. Thought I was just going to have to stop talking about threes there for a second. And
for round.
Mishap by the Mystics getting the ball back in turns into points for Carroll. As we go below a minute here in the first half.
Second straight careless turnover.
De La Cruz for 2.
De La Cruz capitalizes on it, and head coach Kevin Rice has seen enough. 45 seconds left in this first half. Carroll has tied this game at 40.
I have to imagine he is pretty incensed after that sequence. Mystics got out to a nice lead, playing tough against a hard Carroll College opponent, but man, just 2 sloppy errors lead to 4 easy points for Carroll. That press defense, credit to Carroll, has kept the Mystics off their balance all game. They finally started to break that rhythm again, but all of a sudden, 4 straight points, and it's a tie game. Carroll has committed 10 fouls compared to BSC's 5. So Carroll not shooting free throws on fouls on the floor quite yet. BSC will shoot 2 in a foul situation.
One thing the Mystics have struggled on here early on in the season, as we see right here, is finishing out the clock on a high note. As the Saints try to take full advantage, and Christie will find himself at the line. Again, something this Mystics team has
number 11,
had troubles with is when this clock dips below a minute and trying to finish off possessions
Christie at the line.
positively. A lot of it has resulted in points for the other team.
3rd straight inbounding error. Just can't sustain this. Playing a tougher opponent. Can't make these costly errors, especially back to back to back.
Christie hits the first one. Misses on the second. We'll see what the Mystics do here, as there's about a 5-second difference between game clock and shot clock. Trying to find something as this defensive intensity kicks up a notch. A backdoor look. De La Cruz saves it. Officials talking through it. It looked as if it went off a Mystic. And it did, as we have just 12 seconds remaining here again. Hoping the Mystics can have a defensive stand to finish off this half. 7 seconds. Crane trying to find something. Pull back. And is able to hit as time expires. And as strong of a half as the Mystics had for the longest time. Again, Coach Kevin Rice not happy about something. So we will go to halftime. Carroll College regains the lead, 43-40. We will see you in the second half.
Welcome back to the Armory, where Carroll College leads Bismarck State 43-40. the story has been points in the paint, as Carroll has 26 compared to Bismarck's 14. Carroll is led by Lawrence De La Cruz and Nate Christie, each with 13 points, shooting very efficiently. William Ware and Avery Wesley leading the scoring on BSC's end.
Yeah, as Isaiah alluded to, it's definitely not about the three-pointer tonight, as Carroll is only 1 of 14 from 3. BSC only 3 of 7 from 3. So combined 4 of 21, if my math is correct on that, from 3. So definitely not a three-point shootout. I know we mentioned Isaiah Crane's name early. He only has 6 points. He's probably used to having a little bit more involvement, but De La Cruz making up for it with his 13 points, and Christie also with 13 points. In football, we talk about the middle 8 with the 4 minutes before half and the 4 minutes after half. Relating that to this game, BSC leading the turnovers 11-5, but Carroll leading the points off those turnovers 13-5. And the last minute and a half for BSC was miserable, with turnovers that turned into several points for Carroll, to the fact that they actually took the lead right before half. So we will see if the turnovers continue or if either team, both teams, can make some adjustments. I would imagine the lack of three-pointers in this game will likely continue, as, again, as Isaiah alluded to, the story of this game is skill and size and physicality down low turning into baskets.
I also expect Houston Davis to play a bigger role in this game for the Mystics, as he started out hot with an early 5 points, but Carroll's done a really good job of bottling up Houston Davis, who's a real threat for the Mystics. Oh boy, once again, careless turnovers.
Again, the turnovers become discussion as we get this second half rolling. Saints leading by 3. Isaiah Crane getting some involvement right away. Some nice back cuts and a really nice backdoor from De La Cruz. Find some contact. Not sure if they're going to call it a shooting foul. Looks like the ref is setting up. Oh, the ref is waiting for someone to wipe off the court. And it looks like they will not call it a shooting foul, as De La Cruz will take it out of bounds. De La Cruz again, a big factor in the first half. He finds Crane underneath. That ball hit, touched every part of the rim, but did not go in. As Proctor comes back, and De La Cruz up in his grill. And De La Cruz finally able to get that contact that he's been looking for so long.
On the Mystics, number 5, Alex
And we'll head to the free throw line.
That is his first.
Can already see the energy level, the intensity level that De La Cruz constantly plays with, giving Proctor fits.
De La Cruz has been winning this matchup against Alex Proctor, who seems a little frustrated after just coughing up another ball. The Mystics, ever since about the 2-minute mark in the second half, have been turning the ball over. For the last 3 minutes, they've had about 6 turnovers. They really got to take care of the ball.
Proctor again, some serious frustrations with De La Cruz in his pockets. Houston Davis in a physical battle down low. Carroll giving BSC no options down low. The Mystics struggling to find anything here, as Wesley comes around the corner and is able to hit on the floater.
Not the best set for the Mystics offensively, but Wesley, that's what his playmaking ability is. Drive and get that floater, one of his shots that he can really work with.
Christie with the putback. I believe that'll get him up to 15 points. He joins De La Cruz in the 15 group for the Saints. Houston finds some contact, and the ball somehow finds the net. And Houston Davis will go to the line for a 4-point play opportunity. I don't even think he knew the guy was behind him.
What a shot.
Maybe that was to his advantage, as he wasn't looking for contact. He shot that as a regular three-pointer and got hit from behind. And Houston Davis able to complete the rare 4-point play. To see if the Mystics can come up with a big defensive stop here. Another backdoor cut from Crane, which creates some ball rotation. Usually some sort of open shot. Mystics having none of it. Some good defense down low. And somehow the Saints able to get enough offensive rebounds to turn them into points. As Kellen Harrison finds a bucket for himself. Proctor gets to the basket, but just too much momentum going, too much off the glass. And Harrison back with it. De La Cruz with a really nice move to the basket. Tristan Davis meets him there. Proctor, as Isaiah mentioned earlier, definitely showing some frustration here early on in the second half as everybody who guards him is just pushing him around. Proctor will have a seat on the bench.
Radonicki, the other primary ball handler for the Mystics. Radonicki, Wesley, and Proctor like to get this offense organized and just a lapse.
Round for two.
Some defensive confusion leads to an easy bucket for Isaac Brown. Nice pass up to De La Cruz. Kind of made a breakaway layup look super complicated, but he made it look cool at least. William Ware on the court for the Mystics as well. Passes up a three as Round is there waiting for him. Houston Davis looking for an opportunity down low, but I don't think you're going to be able to get the ball to him. Wesley from three, misses. Tristan Davis there. The Mystics with a lot of opportunities at the glass, just too much power, but Houston cleans up the mess and goes down for two. Several opportunities for the Mystics on the boards already here, but just too much.
Falls on Houston Davis, his first.
Houston picks up another foul. We give the ball to the Saints down low under the basket. And again, just some communication errors for the Mystics. As Christie looked like he had a pretty nice look down low and got the shot off right as the Mystics defense kind of figured out what to do with it.
One of the few times Christie has missed from the floor. He's been great for Carroll, flying in for defensive rebounds. He's got 7 total rebounds and 15 points.
Tristan Davis managing the ball, doesn't usually do that, but also did not show a whole lot of discomfort there. Looked like the Mystics were going to run some fancy press breaker, but Tristan Davis decided against it, gets to the basket, and we'll go to the line for two.
That is Isaiah Crane's 3rd foul, so we might see him leave the game depending on what Coach Dan Pearson wants to do.
Can Isaiah Crane, as much as he's loaded up the stats categories for this team early on in the season, only with 6 points tonight, 3 rebounds, 3 of 8 from the field, and 0 of 2 from 3. He is their leading point scorer, 21 points a game. He's well short of that so far tonight.
Falls on the Mystics, number 11, Radonicki. His second. Checking in for the Saints is number 10, Drew Jones, and number 33, Gavin Gross.
Crane kind of having an off night, if you will, might even contribute to how talented and skilled this overall Carroll team is, with several guys picking up the slack. Obviously, De La Cruz with 17 and Christie with 15, picking up whatever Crane has not been able to capitalize on. As Drew Jones unloads one from 3, rolls around the basket and finds its way in.
Drew Jones, a key contributor for this squad. He averages 7.3 points a game, and he's coming off of a 10-plus point performance against Dickinson State.
That three-pointer from Drew Jones gets them up to 13% from three. But as you might imagine, not really their identity tonight, as Jones gets to the basket again from a really nice dish from De La Cruz. De La Cruz doing it all for the Saints tonight.
Falls on the Saints, number 10.
Rodnicki
Drew Jones.
gives a little shove. Drew Jones gets the short end of the straw, though. And with just under 15 minutes to go in this one, Carroll leading by 9.
When there's nothing you'd rather be doing than being yourself. Bismarck State College. Discover the next version of you.
Welcome back to the Armory. Carroll College holds a 9-point advantage over the Mystics. They had a 3-point advantage at halftime, have been gradually widening that gap with a lot of defensive rebounds and pickpocketing. Carroll has 10 steals compared to 3 from BSC. That has been the difference in how Carroll's been able to pull away. BSC actually had a 4-point lead late in the first, but Carroll went on a 10-0 run thanks to some sloppy ball handling and inbounding from the Mystics.
We definitely have to give Nate Christie his flowers tonight, but De La Cruz definitely the MVP of these Saints tonight, as he has been everywhere offensively and defensively. Rodnicki trying to find some space, pulls up, unable to hit off the back of the rim, and here comes De La Cruz. De La Cruz almost fell over 3 times on that dribble and still managed to stay on his feet. An absolute athletic and agile dude. And another careless pass and turnover for the Mystics. 16 turnovers now for BSC. Carroll capitalizing on that with 21 points off of those turnovers. Carroll again with some nice passes to find an open man. Cannot finish the basket, but gets the contact and will go to the line.
Falls on the Mystics, number 1, Wesley.
33, Gavin Gross. 6'6", again, some more size for this Fighting Saints team. Gross hits the first one, a 6'6" freshman from West Lynn, Oregon. Again, just add more size to this roster.
He's had some struggles from the free throw line so far, 2 of 7 entering this game.
So although some of these really nice passes from this Saints team, as the Mystics with a really nice pass down low to Houston Davis, and he will go to the free throw line. Again, this Fighting Saints team with a lot of really nice assists, although they have not been able to finish some of those with some tough looks, they have found their way to the free throw line a lot. Houston Davis hits on the first one. Cut into this lead a little bit with just under 14 remaining.
Houston Davis now is tied with William Ware for the team lead in points at 11 and make it 12. 2 swished free throws. That stroke from Houston Davis is on point.
And the Saints with some more action along the boundary line. A really nice move again from Gavin Gross, and he will again find himself at the free throw line. But as Isaiah just mentioned, has not been great from the free throw line. So we'll see if he can get some points here.
Gross at the line.
So we're trying to avoid the foul, just got that left arm extended a bit. They're going to call that one every time.
Back into the game for the Mystics, Carter Zeller.
Isaac Brown checks in.
Again, gives him some size down low.
6 fouls on the Mystics and 5 on the visiting Carroll Saints. So the next foul the Mystics commit will result in a bonus.
Again, Carroll coming out with this full court pressure up in your face, which has given the Mystics some problems, but Radenicki, of course, there does not have a lot of issue. Very good ball handler.
He has a little bit of a quickness advantage over 24 Isaac Round, who was on him at the start. So if he gets that matchup, maybe look for a crossover and a drive to the bucket.
Houston has tried to post up in just about every spot possible on the court, but really the only points he's had down low are off of offensive rebounds that have turned into points there. Carroll is not giving him any opportunities in any post position. There's another three-pointer. Bounces off the back of the rim. As Aiden McGarvin,
number 12, McGarvin
picks up a foul. And Aiden McGarvin picks up a third foul. So back to foul trouble here for a few of the Carroll College Fighting Saints. May pay a factor in to the last 13 minutes of this game. Tristan Davis trying to operate. Radenicki lets one fly and hits.
Radenicki for 3.
Maybe that's the adjustments needed. Just go 5 feet behind the line and shoot it. Radenicki with a launch 3, able to hit.
Big momentum shifter for the Mystics, who, once you get down by double figures, can be a big mental block.
A ball. Basketball smarts played into a factor. Isaiah Crane was going to go out of bounds and threw it right off of Radenicki's leg. Officials got that one correct, thankfully. And Isaiah Crane will look to operate. Again, Mystics giving Carroll a little room at the three-point line, but respectfully so. As Jones gets to the bucket for another 2. Houston Davis passes off to Zeller. A nice pick and roll action. And Zeller
for 2.
benefits from the nice pick and roll off Radenicki and finds a bucket.
Really important power dribble to get into better position too. Just take one dribble, move the defender, get yourself into a favorable position for that shot.
With the 3.
Isaiah Crane back into the scorers column with a three-pointer. See if the Mystics can find anything as Tristan lets one fly from the corner, unable to hit. Zeller over the top. And I would imagine Coach Dan Pearson's not going to be happy about that chain of events, as Zeller was almost on top of his guy to get that rebound. And will find himself at the free throw line.
His 4th.
Pearson,
Zeller,
rightfully so, has a lot of questions for the officials.
Aiden McGarvin has a tough matchup against Carter Zeller, a solid dude who can go up for the rebound and just elevating, you know, play on. Almost got to the end one. Maybe the momentum the Mystics need.
Zeller able to hit that
Number
first free
22,
throw.
And number 2, De La Cruz checks in.
De La Cruz, the energy bunny, checks back into the game. The 6-foot senior from Winnipeg, Manitoba. Our friends to the north. And Zeller able to hit on both. Takes advantage of the wonky offensive possession. And the Saints will begin to operate. Jones looked like he found something down low, but unable to finish down in the lane. And back sprint the Mystics. Radenicki lets one go from 3 and is able to hit. Radenicki finds the 3-point line again and cuts this lead to 5 with just under 11 to go.
Huge shot. The Mystics have been sparing from behind the arc, and oh, that's just a rough foul to commit. No reason to reach in like that. He had some momentum.
He knows he didn't want to do that. You could tell he was frustrated with himself immediately there. And Radenicki picks up his 3rd foul as well. He's been a really good ball handler in the second half and brought a lot of 3-point offense this Mystics, so hopefully foul trouble does not come into factor there. As this lead again shrinks to 5 with 10.5 left. Again, Houston Davis looking for something down low. I don't think that's going to work out for him. Radenicki, who liked the 3, hesitated and gives the ball away.
Oh, I thought for sure he would take that. He's had the hot hand.
I'm amazed he didn't pull the trigger there. Christie looking to operate on Houston with some height advantage.
Good defense.
Beautiful defense, and Zeller there for the rebound. Nice pass down low to Houston.
Houston Davis for 2.
The beauty of a pass from Tristan, and Houston able to get to the bucket to cut this lead to 3. Saints looking for something. They've had a lot of looks as they get a wide open one there. Had a lot of successful backdoor looks. They must be quicker than all the other teams.
Yeah, I suppose. Back-to-back cuts to the rim. Well done by both sides. And all of a sudden, BSC's narrowed it to 5. We have a quick media timeout, but we will be back with you. Mystics down 5.
Bismarck State College, North Dakota's polytechnic institution, leads the way in hands-on learning to get you workforce ready. Cybersecurity is one of the world's most in-demand and high-paying career opportunities. BSC offers stackable industry certificates, associate degree or Bachelor of Applied Science degree options, driven to get you workforce ready. Flexible and affordable class schedules are available in person or online. Enroll today and do what takes you further. Bismarck State College. Let's do this.
Carroll College up 68-63 over the Mystics with 9:43 remaining. The Mystics currently on a 7-2 run. Score was 66-56 at the 11:37 mark. The Mystics have found some momentum behind three-point shooting of Radenicki and Houston Davis inside.
Yes, the Mystics up to 6 of 13 from 3. So again, those three-pointers can dig into a lead pretty quickly, but another turnover by the Mystics. And the Saints will look for another basket. De La Cruz operating at the top of the key. It looks like they're gonna try to use some size. A nice little give and go. And Kellen Harrison.
Basket good, falls on number 14.
Under perfectly drawn up give and go.
Media
Gets to the basket. Kellen Harrison will go to the free throw line, looking to complete the three-point play. Again, Mystics have been able to get back into this game via the three ball, something that just hasn't been falling much for either team tonight. Carroll, 3 of 19 from 3, but as you can see, 70 points. They have found plenty of point production elsewhere. The Mystics, 6 of 13 from 3, about 46%. Again, turnovers have also factored into this game massively as Carroll has surprised BSC with a lot of full court press and not necessarily consistently, which again has caught the Mystics off guard at random times. So the inconsistency of their full court press has played into factor. De La Cruz, as we've mentioned, has been an absolute workhorse for the Saints team. Again, not taking anything away from Nate Christie with his 15.7 rebounds, but De La Cruz, offensively and defensively, have been an absolute machine for the Saints team.
And probably the biggest stat is turnovers. BSC has committed 19 turnovers compared to Carroll's 5. Carroll's been taking care of the ball extremely well. So while BSC has the advantage in the three-point shooting and from the free throw line, they've shot 17 of 21. Carroll shot 10 free throws. BSC's had the advantage there, but Carroll's been so good in the paint, also turning the ball over. They have kept great control of the ball.
In an 8-point game here with just about 9 minutes left, that 24 points off turnovers for the Saints. Starting to show its worth in this game. Tristan Davis looking for something. Radonicki has been your main ball handler the last several possessions. Lets loose a three, unable to hit. Not totally sure what he was looking for there other than just getting Houston the ball. The Saints come out, and the three-point struggles continue as Round lets one go but unable to go. Here come the Mystics. Radonicki dribbles in, and ball finds every part of the hoop except the net again. Coach Pearson of Carroll College not happy with the lack of rebounding for his squad.
His first.
As Wesley will head to the line for two.
Heads up play by Wesley, reaching in, just grabbing the ball and immediately firing it up, knowing that there's going to be arms going for that ball, drawing the contact, and he is really solid from the free throw line. So really heads up play to keep the Mystics within striking distance. 2 possessions.
Radonicki, Tristan Davis, and Zeller will take a seat. Proctor back into the game along with Black Jr. William Ware also finds his way back onto the court as we have a 6-point game as we approach the 8-minute mark in this one. De La Cruz uses his speed and agility to get to the basket for another one.
The Mystics have just not had any answers for De La Cruz. He's been torching them, and they've tried to switch defenders on him. Wesley, Proctor was on him for a while. Wesley was now, but just got cooked on that drive from De La Cruz.
The absolute effort there from Houston. I don't even know how he got that rebound. He reached as far as he could for that ball, found his way back to the basket, and nobody stopped him. Houston Davis back in the score column. So we were talking about with De La Cruz, 19 points, 3 rebounds, 4 assists, 8 of 12 from the field. Not only offensively tonight, but defensively, he has given point guards fits of the Mystics. Number 10, Drew Jones to the line. Hits on the first one. And a 6'2" freshman from Washington. And able to hit both as this lead grows back up to 8 with just about 7.5 remaining. I would imagine if you asked Proctor how his friendship with De La Cruz is going tonight, he wouldn't really want to talk about it. De La Cruz has given him nightmares today. The Black Jr. tries to find something, had a nice idea, but did not turn out the way he wanted. And Harrison hits from 3 to grow this lead to 11. Again, not De La Cruz, just unbelievable tonight. Gets the steal, tiptoes on the boundary, and finds the basket as he goes over the 20-point mark.
And all of a sudden, this lead has grown to 13. Carroll's been relentless, and that has started with Lawrence De La Cruz. Career night as he averages about 7.3 points per game, putting on an absolute show. 21 points, 4 assists, 3 rebounds, not to mention all the steals he's gotten for the squad. They're in excellent position now. The Mystics need a run.
Proctor with the turnaround. Probably didn't know exactly where the basket was. Off. And here come the Saints. And another unbelievable effort to the basket by Drew Jones, and could result in another three-point play. The Saints are fired up, playing with some energy now.
His third.
They're taking all momentum possible away from the Mystics every possession here.
The Mystics were able to bring it back to 5. Proctor exits the game, just probably still frustrated with how this game has gone, not having his way with De La Cruz. And Radonicki, a big scorer for the Mystics, coming back in. He's got 8.
The Mystics have not played bad defense. This Carroll College team, they just get to the basket. They find a way to get to the hoop, and whether they make one or not, they find contact and get themselves to the free throw line. They're also 11 of 14 from free throw line, so there's another 11 points for you right there. 24 points, 30 points, excuse me, off of turnovers and 11 from the free throw line. There's big difference right there. There's 41 points for you.
And a lot of these fouls from the Mystics have just been seemingly out of frustration. Is De La Cruz keeps beating you to the basket, so you commit a foul over the top, just not wanting to get beat again. Like, it's just a mental game that Carroll's doing a really good job of influencing them, getting in the head of these BSC players and just not letting up.
I'm kind of surprised. I was a little surprised Coach Rice's decision to take Radonicki out, because Proctor has definitely struggled with some in-your-face defense tonight, and Radonicki's done a pretty good job ball handling, and you can see Radonicki back on the court here for the last 5 minutes of this game. There's another three-pointer off for the Saints as Harrison lets one fly again. William Ware to the basket, and he'll go back to the line for yet another opportunity at three-point play. He's had a few of these tonight. Good to see him aggressive towards the basket.
Just what the Mystics needed. He slowed it down, sent it out to Houston Davis with an immediate break to the rim. Got immediate timeout. We'll be right back with you. BSC struggling, down 12.
Bismarck State College, North Dakota's polytechnic institution, leads the way in hands-on learning to get you workforce ready. Cybersecurity is one of the world's most in-demand and high-paying career opportunities. BSC offers stackable industry certificates, associate degree or Bachelor of Applied Science degree options, driven to get you workforce ready. Flexible and affordable class schedules are available in person or online. Enroll today and do what takes you further. Bismarck State College. Let's do this.
Carroll College up 83-71, 4:49 left. William Ware getting ready to shoot the and one off of his drive to the bucket. BSC running out of time for the comeback as Carroll, over the course of a few minutes, played with absolute intensity, driving this lead to double digits.
Again, a 12-point lead here for Carroll as we right underneath the 5-minute mark, and Ware is able to complete that three-point play, but this lead for Carroll, again, attributed a lot to 24 Mystic turnovers, 30 points off those turnovers as Harrison gets back to the bucket again. Get this back to a 13-point lead with 4.5 remaining. And 24 turnovers. not going to help you, especially against a good team like Carroll College, turning those turnovers into 30 points tonight. De La Cruz looking to operate, bring the big guy up top. Jones goes away from the screen. De La Cruz wanting to reset with 8 on the clock. De La Cruz, again, a great effort to get to the basket. Unbelievable effort. Causes yet another jump ball, and the ball will go back to the Saints.
We've just seen lights out effort from Nate Christie. 7 of 11 from the field, 8 rebounds, and just playing heads up, tying up Avery Wesley and stealing another possession from the Mystics. 13-point advantage with about 3.5 left to go.
Nice find down low as Harrison takes advantage of the beautiful pass on the baseline and lead back up to 15. Rodanicki looking for something. William Ware able to get to the bucket for another. Avoids contact. That's what he's been good at tonight, is finding contact and finding himself at the free throw line. William Ware with 14 tonight. Good to see him in double digits. The local product from Century. Jones is off, but Christie able to clean it up to continue the scoring for this Saints team as we go under 3 minutes. Mystics needing some offense and some defensive stops. Have not been able to get those defensive stops this past 5 minutes. Rodanicki looking to try to create space, and a really nice jumper gets him a bucket as we approach 2.5 remaining. Just too easy. Isaac Brown has had several plays today where it's almost like the defense forgets about it. He's walked to the basket numerous times tonight. That time gets to the basket and will go to the line for a 3-point play opportunity.
Carroll starting to near that 100-point mark. BSC has given up 100 points this year to Minot State 2 games ago and 99 against Rocky Mountain. So defense has been a concern for the Mystics as the point total racking up again for Carroll College. To their credit, they've played at 100% and not let up this entire game. Still going with the full court press until even under 5 minutes remaining in this game. And another turnover. They just don't quit. 26 turnovers for the Mystics.
Rodanicki had the right idea. It was there for a split second, but the window was very small. Again, right idea. Down this many, probably not the best idea in the moment. As Carroll comes up with another offensive rebound and will kill some more clock here.
The 9th rebound for Nate Christie. One more for a double-double.
Rodanicki with the steal, looking to get to the basket, and is able to for another bucket. Rodanicki with 12 tonight. Good to see him get some points on the board. He's usually letting it fly from the 3-point line, but is able to get Ben to get down the lane tonight a few times. A lot of pick and roll action from the Fighting Saints tonight. Definitely has worked out for him. As Rodanicki lets another one fly, unable to hit. Black Jr. trying with everything to get the rebound, but cannot as we approach 1 minute remaining. And Carroll will look to just run this clock out. Another nice backdoor cut. De La Cruz isn't letting up. As Jones finds another bucket, but as you can see, I think De La Cruz is going to play with 100% till that clock turns to zeros. Once again, as Isaiah has mentioned, we will not be back in the Armory for what feels what looks to be quite some time, as the Mystics will go on the road for several non-conference and conference games.
Yeah, next up is Dickinson State next week. They'll face Providence and Montana State University Northern after that, and a few other conference games. And we will be back here on January 2nd when BSC will take on Montana Tech, currently the number 6 team in the nation from the very own Frontier Conference. On the other side of it, Carroll will have a break for 2 weeks before facing Montana Western and Montana Tech on the road before returning home for a rematch against BSC and Dickinson State.
Again, as the Mystics get into this Frontier Conference schedule that they are brand new to, going to find a lot more ranked teams, a lot more size and physicality. So hopefully they can continue to grow as a team and get better and better each week as they enter more NAIA play. As the clock goes down to 0, Carroll College comes in and grabs a 12-point win. Thank you for joining us, and we will see you in a few weeks. We hope everyone has a great Thanksgiving week and a great Thanksgiving weekend with fantastic food, probably some football and basketball mixed in there.
Thank you all for coming out tonight and supporting your
Absolutely. Join us again on January 2nd. That will be the next home matchup for the Mystics. We'll see if they can get their first Frontier Conference win before then. We'll be rooting for them from home, but we'll see them again in action against Montana Tech. We will see you on January 2nd.